Skål! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is feeling awesome today. Today I have another beer review for you guys and I'm continuing with the Skovlyst brewery. This beer today is the last on this channel in in this period of time. Maybe others will be trying out later, but for now this one is the last. Today I have a stout. Yeah, all black stout. It costs around 20 Danish crowns for 50 centiliters, just like the others, and that's about £2, maybe 2.5 euros, give or take a little bit. It is only 5.5% alcohol. I think this is the weakest ABV and alcohol-wise stout that I've ever seen. So I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, or if I'm gonna be disappointed like I have been with the other Skovlyst. I'll just have to kind of look into it and taste it. It's called the Oats. It's an Oat Stout, and it's called Nettlebrew. I hope I say nettle is the right thing to say, but that's it's on the bottom of the label here. That's nettles, if that's the right word. That's what it's called. In it we have barley malt, rye malt, wheat malt, and oat malt. We also have hops, nettles, and liqurice. And is that the right word in English? I actually don't know, but something called anise. I don't know if that's the same thing in English or not. I hope you guys know what I mean when I say this. Yeah, so there's a lot of different stuff in this. This could be very good for the flavor. It could also be, well, very bad, because sometimes when you put too much stuff into the same thing, it becomes a mess. There's no sponsored content in this video, and as always, everything on this channel is just my opinion. So, let's jump into it. Look at it. It's completely black. There's no, you can't look through it at all. It's just all black. Very beautiful, actually. The foam is brown and medium heavy. Very beautiful. Does actually smell very good. So there's a little bit of fresh bitter hops at first. There's a bit of licorice. I'm not getting that anise stuff, if that's the right word. And then there's just all these malts, sweetness malts, a little bit of spice from that malt. But it's it's soft and gentle, and yeah, weak is not the right word, but it's very soft and very gentle. All these flavors are there, but only just, a touch of it, except for the licorice, which is actually there, and some of those malt, the sweetness from those malts. Yep. Skål! The nose is pretty good. The the palate is actually pretty good as well. I think it's the rye malt that's dominant at the palate, because there's some a little bit of spiciness and a little bit of that same dryness you get from some white wines. That's really very, very weird actually. The finish, only a little bit of bitter hops and a little bit of bitter licorice, and that's pretty much it. So the finish is very weak. Here the right word is weak. It's very weak. Especially for a dark beer like this, you expect some power, you expect some long-lasting finish, and there isn't any. There almost isn't any finish at all. It has a weird. So when you describe white wine, you usually say that it's either sweet or dry. And dryness, when you talk about this, is more of a sour wine as opposed to a sweet one. This one has both that kind of dryness, but also it kind of dries out my mouth. So, yeah, that's really weird. It does taste, the flavors that are there are okay, they're pretty good, but they're just so, again, weak. There's almost no flavor there. Except for that licorice bitterness at the end. There's a little bit, and the sweetness from the malt. There's almost no flavor there. It's a little, quite disappointing. And it might be the worst stout or porter I've ever tasted. It probably is. I'm not saying it's a bad beer. I'm just saying, for me, it's way too boring, simple, and weak. Others that are not into the more powerful beers might find this very, very good. It's just not for me. This is difficult because it's okay. It tastes okay. It's not. It doesn't taste bad. It's just so disappointing to me and so boring. That I'm gonna have to really be careful not to go too low. But I actually think that the ale from yesterday tasted better. Yeah, so I'm gonna be putting the Oat Stout Nettlebrew from Skovlyst Brewery at a 6. At first I wanted to say 4.5 or 5. You know what? I'll be putting it at a 5.5. This one is a 5.5 for me. The reason I go lower than I said at first is because to me this almost isn't even a stout. It's just too watered down, it's just too simple, and it's just too weak to be. Of course it is a stout because it looks like a stout and there's all the same things in it as a stout. It's just too weak, both ABV, alcohol wise, and flavors. There's just not enough in this beer to. So a 5.5 for this stout from Skovlyst Brewery. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with friends and family. Also, leave a comment down below. That would really mean a lot to me, and I will respond to all of them. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and make sure to hit that bell button. Not just hit the bell button, but go down to notificate all. Also go into the settings on your phone to hit notification OK from YouTube, just to make sure that you don't miss out on any future videos. Also, check out my Instagram account. It's Dunkeren_. If you like what you see there, I would really appreciate it if you give me a follow. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today. What's coming next? Well, what's coming next? You should go check out my Instagram account, and I will do a story there. then you will know what's up next. So yeah, thank you for watching, and stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.